I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab.
But today is a very special podcast. Not only is Jared here because he runs the podcast and I'm just kind of a part of it, but Epic is here. Epic, hello.
Good
Welcome.
morning. I'm here.
Welcome. And do you want to hear something even crazier? Is that another Epic is here. So I would like to welcome to the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, Baby Manticore, or as we know him on the show as Ghost Chips. Come on down, young man. Come on. Oh, you fucking asshole. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, all right. There you go. All right. I like that a lot. Here, go ahead. I know there's a lot happening. Hold on, buddy. Thanks for... Where the fuck did you get this, and why do you have it?
Why are you asking him?
Well, did you personally go out and buy this for me?
Bought all this stuff. I don't know if they can hear me right now.
Oh, that's okay, brother. That's okay.
Bought all this stuff for it,
Mike.
and my grandma, his mom, painted it and all that stuff.
Oh my God, dude. It's literally a giant hammer. So I want to give a small backstory for those that are listening and for first-time listeners, is that Ghost Chips here is, you can scoot in, brother. Go ahead, scoot in. Make yourself comfortable. You're always welcome here.
Kind of pull the mic up toward your face.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a long time ago? Oh my God, dude, no way. I'm hitting it. Did I hit the mallet? Hold on. Bop. Yes. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, before you were, well, actually, you were kind of conceived, but a long time ago, when you were like this tiny, you were like this small. Me and your dad, we were world champions at some point, or that's what we tell ourselves.
World champions.
We are heavyweight world champions. And Halo 3 is a big part of our lives. Me and my buddy John here, and we're going to lean that back a little bit, so I just don't want to knock anything over.
Be mentioned on this podcast.
Yeah, who will not be mentioned on this podcast. But I remember there was a day, I think it was in 2009, 2010, maybe. No, actually, maybe it had been halfway through 2008. We're playing a custom game on Guardian. For those who know, they know. And I'm sitting bottom mid. I'm talking to people. We're in a custom game. I'm not worried about it. And everybody's doing this whole free-for-all like, oh, hey, let's kill Dope or whoever. And all of a sudden, wham, gravity hammer in my ass. All right? Oh, yes, gravity hammer in my ass, dude. And I'm like, who the fuck just killed me? And then I hear your dad just laughing. He said, hey, my kid just killed you with the gravity hammer. And as somebody who was very prideful, still am, because I'm an American. But I also know that we have to grow as adults and move forward in life and teach the younger generation. So Ghost Chips, welcome to the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, young man.
Woo! I got a thing, too.
Oh, we got something for you. Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's a long one, too. Standing O.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. But I am your first ever kill in any video game ever, and I will take that to the grave. And the hammer and the introduction was epic, no pun intended. I know you guys set that up. Fuck you guys. I love you very much. But, yeah, dude, do you know how powerful the gravity hammer is? I don't think people really understand the range of motion that weapon has. You could be over there, and you can swing the homemade mallet. Can I keep this? Am I keeping? I'm keeping this.
It's getting hung up behind you.
Yeah, dude.
For sure. You finally have something to hang up behind you.
I'm gonna need
you gotta do it.
I'm gonna need like 80 bolts to hang that thing. That thing is like 25 pounds, dude.
You have to figure out how to.
Don't worry, Jared's a lot smarter than I am, as he likes to reiterate.
First of all, no, I don't do that. You do that to yourself.
It's because I love you.
Okay.
And anyway, so just to have you on the show, man. It's so crazy. Just to have you on the show is kind of a tad bit mind-boggling to me. I know we spent the whole day together, but you're kind of in our realm now. You know, I've been sitting at the bar collectively thinking, like, how can I make this podcast incredible with my friend and his child? And it's going to be incredible regardless. But I'm very happy to have you here, and you guys are always welcome. All right, and I'm going to stop
blabbering.
Being gay. John, could you clap for me or snap your fingers?
This was honestly one of those things where we just all of a sudden decided, hey, I have a random day off. We're going to come out here for literally a day and then go home and make sure that we do the podcast to...
It's fucking awesome, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I literally was telling everybody, and by the way, Jared, I know we didn't do the official podcast last weekend, but we did the official podcast last week.
It was out. It came out on Monday like it always does.
You're right. But I did miss you last weekend. It was my birthday weekend. I'm 36 now, by the way.
Yeah. Happy birthday, old man.
Yeah, thank you. I literally thought of you, like literally on Monday when my birthday came, I thought of you, like no bullshit. I was like, oh my God. I was like, no wonder Jared yells at me. And
what?
Yeah. It was just, in all seriousness, before we continue the show, I just want to say thank you for all the love I got from every corner of whoever. Talked to a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. And I went to an Oktoberfest, which was really cool. I've never been to one of those because they do them everywhere. So I went to...
Well,
I mean,
they do a thing and they call it Oktoberfest.
I mean, it's the same shit.
The real one is in Germany.
I know that. I'm not in Germany. It was 5 minutes down the road. All right, like you could have come and you would have had a great time. So I go down there with my mom, and it's my birthday weekend. I'm having a great time, and we get up there. We walk inside, and I'm like, oh, my God. I was like, there's beer everywhere. And, you know, I don't really drink too much beer anymore, unfortunately, but that's life. But I decided to take all of that out of my mind, and I decided to drink beer like an American. And I did. And do you know what was really, really good? Whoever the old man on the grill was. Jared, I want you to grow up and
It wasn't me.
No, I want you to grow up and be this old man. And not that you aren't already this man. But you need to grow up.
RJ, I have enough fucking hobbies and shit to do. Why don't you do it? You don't have any hobbies.
You know, it's crazy. You're right. It's kind of funny you brought that up. You're right. I do nothing. I actually just ramble on the show from week to week.
You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you game, and on the weekends you do a podcast for 2 hours.
I got a promotion at work this week, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did.
Does that include money, though?
It does. Okay. And I was, I could have, between me and you, and obviously everybody listening, and you too as well, I could have fucking cried. I'm not going to lie to you.
So, I don't know, drinks on you for the next 3 weeks.
Well, I haven't gotten paid yet, so let's get to that point first.
Just go ahead and get yourself a nice smoker, and then you just throw it on the smoker, and then you let it sit for 14 hours, and then all of a sudden you got these great meats.
Yeah, well, we love great meats around here.
Crazy.
But no, but the one thing is I'm going to let you guys know now, when the show is over, you all personally have a 12-inch chicken parm with extra marinara on it for you, Jared. That is you included. You can give it to whoever. You can eat it yourself. But food is actually on Epic. Food is on it because, again, I haven't gotten paid yet. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Every time.
Great Scott.
Jared, I know you were out of town. I missed you a lot. I did.
You're starting to worry me with all this.
Oh, am I?
All this.
All right. So here,
feelings and emotions.
I don't mean to. It was my birthday. I'm getting older. I was thinking about my mortality and all this other shit. You know.
Well,
so here,
wait till
You know what's going to happen right now? I'm going to snap my fingers, and you're going to forget that you were ever gay.
All right. I am happy. There we go.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That's very much so. But here, let's take a moment. Hold on. Let me stop for a second. But I do want to bring attention to Ghost Chips. I would like to ask you just a few minor questions, and you're always welcome to listen or whatever the case may be. But you're a big gamer, right?
Yeah.
Here. We're gonna help you out just because I know.
He's fine. You need to like. Your face is entirely blocked by the microphone, so you need to
I shaved my
readjust
beard
it.
today, so I feel unsexy. Do I look
I don't
unsexy?
care about that.
Yeah, I feel unsexy. So you're a big gamer.
Yeah.
So what do you play? So tell me, like break it down. Break it down.
Okay.
It depends on what kind of day I'm having. Like, if I have friends that are online, I'll play like Fortnite or VR chat or something like that.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of friends are online, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I'm playing by myself, I'll play like Minecraft or
Actually,
basically any other game I play.
So with the so when you bring up Fortnite, because as somebody who's been a big competitive guy for, well, pretty much forever, as long as I can remember, do you take it seriously? Do you look into those stats? Do you look into those things? Like, does it mean that much to you? Are you just laid back and know that you can do damage when you need to?
Really, I never look at my stats at all because I know my stats are like absolutely terrible from back when I was not good at the game,
Yeah.
and that carries over to the entirety of your career because KD and win ratio.
Yeah.
But I know that I can do as much as I can whenever I feel like it.
So you don't let your team down so I'm going to tell you a story, and I've never told anybody this story. I haven't
wait,
even told.
can we, before you go to that, I want to say a couple of things.
Sure.
It's good that you don't look at your stats because, like, unlike RJ, you become obsessed and OCD about, I got to finish everything in the game. And
I was
then,
telling him earlier today.
and then you
actually.
become this, what you see here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I look
So
like
that's a good
giant
thing.
dildo.
That's like looking at the comments when you do like podcasts and stuff like that. Like that will start to seep in your brain, and then you.
So I want to tell you a story.
I'm not done talking.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! All right.
Also, shout out to Epic for his 500th
Oh.
gifted sub on this channel.
Yes.
That
Here
is
we go.
a huge
I win.
triumph for everybody here.
It's a big win. That's a big win for not only us but the community. And you know, when you have the opportunity to bring unity to your community, all right, it's a good thing.
Then you vote for Jared Lee.
And that's exactly what
2024.
we're gonna do. All right. So
Okay.
hey man, when you go, oh, you're not old enough to vote yet, are you?
I am not old.
Well, I don't want you to pretend like you're not old enough. I want you to actually to commit a crime and vote for Jared Lee.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Fraud, all
It's all right. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. But I'm going to tell you a story. When I was younger and I was playing Call of Duty 4, the original Call of Duty 4, I was very good at search and destroy. I was very good at it. It's probably one things I take most pride in. And then I met and then I met your dad, and then he whooped my ass, and I was a little upset about that, but that's okay. And do you know what was crazy? At the time, all I cared about was making sure I showed out every game and I had max rank, showing everybody who the boss was. But if you looked at my stats, honestly, man, they were actually kind of garbage, to be honest with you. I had a 1.08 kill-death ratio in Call of Duty, okay? And then I barely had a 1.0 win-loss ratio.
Hey, look at him now.
Yeah, I'm gay. Just along.
Well, I
with
didn't
your-
say all that.
Wait, I can't
But
snap.
These
but-
stats don't mean anything.
No, but I was so good at it, and then this is when everybody was like, "Hey, make a new tag. Let's do this. Let's try it this way. Let's do it this way." And I've had kill death ratios starting from 0, from 3 to 4.0 to whatever, because you have that experience. But I think it's awesome that you're able to willingly admit that, say, "Hey, I wasn't good," because me and your dad back in the day, we would never do that. Period. Oh, you're not good? Oh, I'm the fucking best. Like, absolutely not. So I think that's awesome, and I want you to continue to grind out those wins, because you got to remember the Battle Royale games, Fortnite, even, Warzone,
PUBG.
Apex, or, whatever it is a different breed of multiplayer gaming. There's not arena shooters anymore. It's not just 5v5. It's not 6v6. It's like 100 versus 100. And you got to play the game much differently now, and I've tried to grow old and adapt to the new play styles. I don't win every game anymore, and it actually doesn't bother me. But when I was younger, dude, if me and your dad didn't win a game, he knows
Let's
the
be honest,
consequences.
I was the best.
Yeah, yeah. Your dad is the
SWAT
reason
team.
I have a 50 in Halo, okay? A SWAT 50. And I'm going to give a big shout out to my good buddy Sammy, who I know he never watches this show, but I would never not credit what he helped me do.
He did carry us that game. That
Oh,
one
dude,
game.
yeah. So, dude, just don't. I'm gonna tell you, don't worry about your stats, dude. Put it this way: if you get somebody in your ear talking shit, just fucking bomb them out that game. That's all that matters. They can look at all your numbers. And the only thing they're gonna remember is when you whoop their ass. All right, and that's what's important. So don't be a fat guy like me and your dad, because we're fat kids. Okay. Remember, we were telling you that we try to boost 50s, and we did, to see how fast we could get one without losing. And losing a game back in the day was like taking the teeth out of a baby that hadn't even grown them yet, dude. It's like ripping their gums out. We don't allow that.
Where's your cane?
Just remember,
Where's my cane? Dude, no,
buy
dude,
that
it was that
$200 headset so that somebody can, hear in high def how much they want to have sex with your mother.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And apparently a lot of people want to have sex with our mothers, dude.
It's called lobbies.
That's
Yeah,
literally lobbies.
Yeah, dude, you can't, dude. That's what sucks nowadays, though. You're right.
No, it doesn't. That's,
No,
I mean, it used to be awesome. You could just talk.
you
as
could talk
much
shit
as
to
you
people.
could.
that's where cyberbullying started.
it's Jared, you're probably 100% correct.
Yep.
But at
He
the
is.
same time, I think those who knew how to talk shit and understand that's all it was talking shit.
But what about the people who just wanted to play the game?
We didn't believe in that at all. Like, I'm sorry,
We were
dude.
always a higher level than that,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
didn't have to
we didn't
worry
believe
about
in
those
that.
people.
See, yeah, exactly.
We were like super fat kid, like Cheeto dust fingers.
Well, the thing is,
Mountain Dew.
it still happens.
It
Pizza
does.
all
It
over the
does.
place.
You know.
You look at, especially to like, I'm trying to figure out what female streamers. They get a lot of it, and some of them post it if they stream and they get somebody, they'll post it and put the person's name out and everything.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
really wish they had streaming back in the day when we did, play. We would have been
They had it.
up there with the best of them.
They had it, but it was just Justin TV.
It wasn't anywhere near what it is today. If it would have
Yeah.
been what it was today,
dude, yeah,
we
dude,
would
me-
have been
yeah,
doing
dude,
that.
Dude, we would have been probably maybe like semi-big, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like honest to God, we put so much time into that game that it blows my mind. I will tell you that I will personally say this here on this show that I probably have almost close to a whole year of in-game time in Halo 3.
there's
And
literally
nothing will
a
ever come
reason
close to that.
why I only sleep 4 to 6 hours a night, and it's because of Halo 3.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, gaming
6 years of my
definitely
life.
terrible for your sleep schedule.
Well, when you're at that age, I'll agree with you because I would, I was kind of in a predicament in my life to where that's kind of all that was available to me for a little while.
Motherfucker sound like he was a hardened criminal or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I sold drugs. I sold them to the kids and gave them to you.
didn't
Anyway,
mean nothing.
yeah.
While you were being a knucklehead, I was serving my country.
That's exactly right. And hey, Caden, I just want you to know this is a real American right here. All right, all right.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, well, he is, and I don't want him to downplay it in any capacity. No, but we would be up till like 3, 4 in the morning, crank it out, pass out, wake up at like 11, and then do it all over again, like with breaks in between. And we did that religiously, dude. Oh my God, talk about being a fat guy. That was a super fat guy.
I was teaching him when he was, 18 months old. I was just letting him play with the controller. He turned 19 months old, and all of a sudden,
That's why he's grabbing the hammer. He's about to whack me. He's about to whack me again. No, but the cool thing is what Caden was telling me earlier is that he's actually a keyboard and mouse player.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah, and I knew Jared was going to agree with this. This is why I was talking about him all day. Is that is something that I aspire at some point in my life to learn how to do.
All you got to do is get a game that you like and play it, bro.
I can teach you even.
It would be an honor for you to teach me Ghost Chips because you have hit me with the hammer and now you have to teach me the ways of the PC life. And
Let me ask you this.
sure.
To move around generally on games, what keys do you use?
To move?
Yeah.
You use your joysticks. I mean,
I'm sorry, what?
you use your joystick.
No, buddy. On PC?
No, you said console at first.
No, I didn't.
No, he did
Oh,
not.
okay. So
PC.
I think it's like A, D, W, and S. I think to move forward, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the key.
Mix
I
it
don't know.
up, but yeah.
Okay, I think that, but the thing for me, it's not about the control, it's about your aim. Because for me, I don't know if you know this, Jared does and your dad does, but I play inverted. So my look inversion is backwards. Yeah. Yeah, my look inversion is backward. Ooh, is that too much for you to handle? Does that make me like slightly soft headish?
You're only the second person that I know that plays like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Big Dave's brother plays like that.
Yeah, I play backwards. I do. And so my thing is when I learn keyboard and mouse, the big thing for me is I want to be as accurate as possible because I've been doing this shit for so long that when I'm in a high-level game now as an adult, oh, my God, it's crazy.
Well, let me tell you something about accuracy. You know you're a lot more accurate with a mouse than you would be with your fingers.
Yeah, so that's why I've always wanted to learn. I feel like the little things I could clean up in my style of play, I could clean up if I had a mouse instead of using a joystick.
Then do it.
All right, you going to teach me?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking do it, dude.
I mean, I could send you an extra large keypad thing or.
Yeah, I need to learn. It's something I've always really wanted to learn just because I just want to see how good my aim is and my reaction time is when I have less aim assist, put it that way.
You're gonna hate yourself because you're gonna be trying to learn how to do a whole new thing.
That's okay.
And you think you're so good at controller, like this is gonna be like, wait, what does this do? Especially on games like GTA.
Yeah.
There's so many hotkeys that you gotta remember for different actions.
So I'm assuming you hotkey stuff for Fortnite, correct?
It's already hotkeyed for me when I play the game.
Yeah, really? All right, and you said you don't play build mode anymore, so it's just
Not
straight
really.
shooter. Yeah, see the build aspect of it, and as much as I like it, building was cool. I was a decent builder, but do you know what's hard? Editing. Editing is hard. Editing while you're building is fucking crazy, dude. I've played against people that just, oh my God, dude. They're, you know, the Matthew McConaughey meme where he's just like smoking that shit. That's exactly what it's like.
What are they smoking?
Everything.
I don't know, weed, meth,
Oh,
I dust. Oh, maybe.
I don't know how that.
You want to smoke some angel dust, Jared?
No.
Okay. Well, neither do I because it'll be bad.
I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
You're right. But no, regardless, I'm looking forward to you teaching me. I'm very, very happy to have you here, man, honestly.
RJ, the can, please.
And then I will no longer promote anything that is not the Mad Scientist Lab
I'll tell
podcast.
you why afterwards.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But let me move on. Let me stop being on my drunken, raging gaming tangent, I want to talk to Jared. And I want to know how you feel about running for president in 2024.
I've done that already.
And that's great. And
I feel I do have one vote.
You got to vote?
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't see it?
I did not.
Certain karaoke DJ that we know.
I did see that. I didn't. Oh.
That was his absentee ballot. He wrote me in.
Well, you know what? So when you're old enough to vote, Jared, I want you to write your name in.
I'm sorry, what?
And then Caden, when you're old enough to vote.
What is going on?
Yeah.
See,
And then-
this is why you can't let this man drink before a podcast.
No. I wasn't drinking before the podcast.
What were you doing then,
I
RJ?
was eating Aussie rolls at Mike's. Shout out to fucking Mike's just for being just a smell good place. And who doesn't like fucking Aussie rolls, dude? They're like they're little like breaded butter balls with dipping sauce. I mean,
Let's be honest. I had a steak there, and it was almost as good as Pete's meat.
yeah. And who doesn't like
I'm
Pete's
sorry.
meat?
Whose meat?
Pete's meat.
Like
oh.
Pete's meat.
Pete's meat.
Pete's Garage Bar.
Yeah. Thanks,
It
Pete.
literally
for your meat.
tasted pretty much the same. Which I failed eating Pete's meat. I get it. That's fine.
No, but messaged me. He said, "Hey, I'm thinking about going here." I said, "Hey, man, I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm going to get my beard trimmed." Oh, my God. It feels so weird.
It looks much better.
I know.
That shit you had before was horrific.
First of all, I'm a man. All right.
That doesn't mean anything.
I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. I didn't realize put it this way. I'm sexy again, okay? And all right, it's okay. Relax. Let's all just calm down and collect
It's not
ourselves.
a beard, it's a saddle.
It's a set, yeah. Well, he can say that. I can't because he's killed a bear with his bare hands. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? There's only the picture of the bear, but that's about it, dude. But we went up to Mike's. They both ate as I pounded like 20 Aussie rolls because I'm fat, and I don't eat steak at 11 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning. That's just not what I do.
Bro,
I did. It was
what
all right.
is happening right now? What are you talking about?
I'm just talking to you.
No, you got to get a little closer to this too. By the way, what are you saying? You don't eat steak at 11? What you on a diet or something?
No, I'm not on a diet. I was just kind of drunk already.
When do you eat steak?
Actually, all right. I'm not going to argue with you. You're right.
So you're telling me you've never had steak and eggs for breakfast?
I have. Absolutely. I don't know. I was drunk before they got there, and I was pounding like 20 Aussie rolls, so I was happy.
Oh, so you were drunk before they got there?
Well, I thought they were going to be there sooner, and I had to wait. And then I met an old guy named Bruce wearing a flannel, and Bruce was pretty
wouldn't
cool.
let me drink his beer.
Yeah, I said, Bruce, protect my beer, and then I get up, go take a piss in the basement of Mike's, which is it actually smells like a bakery down there. Now that I think about it, which is really weird. Yeah, it's literally on the bottom floor.
Oh, it just goes. It's like.
Well, I call it a basement. I guess is not the best way to describe.
This is a basement.
It is the mad scientist lab basement. No, but then he's like, "Hey, man, I'm here." I was like, "Oh, hey, just go over to the bar." Like blah blah blah. I'm over there taking a piss, washing my hands. Then I come upstairs, and these fine gentlemen are waiting for me. And then Bruce is sitting there with the flannel, and they're like, "Yeah, Bruce said we couldn't drink your beer." And I was like, "Well, that's because he's a fucking good dude." And I just met Bruce. So I want to shout out to Bruce for protecting my beer from these scoundrels who have gotten me drunk the entire day. Isn't that awesome?
I had nothing to do with this.
I did.
Yeah. So I like your input.
Like,
I like your input, and I want you to continue to have your input and keep it close to your chest because it'll make you smart. Smarter than me.
Trust me, you don't have far to go.
I'm a man. I swear to God. But do you know what I did do for this fine gentleman? I thought of you at the same time.
Bro, get me off your mind.
I can't help it, dude. I'm like, I wake up and I'm like,
He was a fat Faison liar.
right.
Unless I'm pooping, I think of myself.
if we're gonna think of Jared, I mean, it
all right.
may as well be that time.
All right,
where
Jared, it's
the
your time.
annual bottle of whiskey for
there
Jared
you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh
shows
my
up.
God, is that a bald eagle on the top?
I mean,
Oh,
it has
that
to
is-
be.
Does this say lusty?
Lusty.
Lusty
Whiskey.
claw.
It's a
Dude,
Yeah, I like this one. Oh, hey, you know what? It can go next to because that one's empty, but I think I'm gonna put tea in it, so it looks like there's something there, and then
Yeah.
one has an eagle and one has a gun on it.
yeah.
dude. So dude, that's so fucking American, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude. Get so spoiled on this show, especially when you come over.
Oh,
You
this is
gotta look for the
bourbon.
prettiest
Oh,
bottle every
Kentucky.
time.
Straight out of Kentucky.
Oh, dude, I know that shit
I'm
probably.
gonna have to find some Texas because I go to Texas the end of October, so I'm gonna have to get some whiskey from.
I know that shit's probably gonna slap, dude. I know it is. I
I want to
tell
get
by-
some local Austin whiskey though.
So I did have the local beer at Mike's.
Mhm.
It's like a Mike's Ale or whatever it is. It was good. I liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was good.
Everywhere you go, you got to try the local beer. You can't get like whatever. You can't get like a Budweiser in I don't know Colorado. You got to get whatever the
you
local
can't.
thing.
No.
is.
I agree with that. I did get Budweiser when we went to the second bar we went to, and that's why I'm smashed right now. But that's okay.
That doesn't make. Does that compute with you?
Yeah, I mean, he had.
Oh, because he slams them like they're water.
I mean,
Well, I
tried.
I was sipping on it. Well, because I knew we had to do the podcast, and then I thought in the back of my mind, I was like, Jared hates when I get drunk before the podcast, but I'm drunk.
Yeah, you
because
saw
of-
what you were doing when I walked in. The door was wide open, and you screamed at the top of your lungs. I don't know what you screamed, but like
I was just.
I'm like, there's people that live here. Like,
there was nobody outside other than yourself and God. All right, that's the way I look at
I
it.
don't know how many
And
people's
that's
windows
how
were open.
You know what's crazy? I don't contribute open windows to me yelling outside. Now that I think
Because you
about
only
it.
think about yourself.
I am not selfish. I'm a dickhead, but I'm not selfish. I think of you often in not
Okay.
weird ways. You know,
It's starting to sound weird, RJ, because this is like the 50th time you said it.
Oh.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm just happy to be here. And Epic, welcome to the show. Is Londa here?
No, he's not.
He's not. Oh my God, that stinks. That stinks. All right, we're gonna pick your brain.
All
All
right.
right. So I want you to tell me. Hold on, I'm gonna be a smart ass about this. Hold on, let me think. Oh, I got a good one. What is the most complicated game that you have ever played?
That's a hard one to actually say. Can I like do specific modes as well?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Trust me, this is coming from a straight fucking dork ass, so don't worry about it.
All right, so I'd have to say it's Minecraft, but this is like specific server, specific game mode.
Okay.
It's this server called Hypixel. There's a game mode called Skyblock. There's a in-game market. Everything you can think of in-game market. Every single weapon has something that it does by itself. You can upgrade those weapons, and they turn into different things. That there's crafting recipes for everything. There's over like thousands of things in that game, I think.
Yeah.
Or if we're talking about just actual games, it would be, well, I don't really know what actual game would be hardest that I've played.
Oh, it's because you're a boss man. That's why. Earned the title of Big Boss. Otacon.
What would be the hardest game? Hardest game mechanic-wise? I'd say it's got to go to Terraria if it's hardest game mechanic-wise.
Terraria. I actually have heard of that game, believe it or not. So is that difficult in the sense of learning the play style of the game or the actual gameplay itself?
So when it comes to Terraria, the difficulty of the gameplay comes from how long it takes for you to progress in that game if you're just new to the game. Like you haven't heard anything, you haven't seen anyone play it. It takes a while to progress, and the bosses always like scale to your level. So like the final boss is definitely the hardest by far.
Yeah.
And then, actually, no, it's not. There's different kinds of bosses. There's 2 bosses that in the game that I'm pretty sure that are affected by the time of day.
Yeah.
Which is, it's only one of them. Never mind. There's the Empress of Light. When it comes day, she one-shots you with any attack.
Yeah.
Then there's number 2, the Dungeon Keeper, who, if you go in the dungeon too early without defeating another boss, he instantly kills you.
So you basically have to build your character but even when you build your character, they scale to your level, and that will probably benefit you in the end. So do you know what that reminds me of?
They don't necessarily scale to your level. I'm saying the progression scales with your level, like
the progression of the boss battle itself, or the progression of the game?
the game.
The game? Okay. I can see how that's a thing. Because when you look at games like that, and me and you were actually talking earlier about, you mentioned, hey, have you ever played Dark Souls? I have. I actually have. And I've also... I have. And then we... thank you, I have. Then we were talking about Elden Ring, which is the popular one in the last year or so, which I have unfortunately yet to play. Not because I'm scared, because I'm a man.
Because you don't know how to plan your time properly.
I would agree with Jared over there. Just saying. I don't. This is why you get sober for a month. It's collectively. You clear your head and you're like, oh my God, I've wasted my life on doing nothing. It's a pretty horrible feeling. Don't do it. But regardless, so when you scale your character, like, are you using it? Is this like a turn-based system, like where you have like different mechanics, where you have spells or level of like the one you were just talking about? You were talking, yeah, Terraria, yeah. Like, are you scaling? Like, do you only have like basic attacks? Do you have like any type of ability or do you have powers within the abilities that you're doing?
Okay, so Terraria, there's no levels whatsoever.
Okay.
It's scales with your kind of armor, weapons, accessories, whatever you have. There's entire like things to calculate your DPS that you'll get, which is damage per second.
There, for those that didn't know.
You have like a hot bar of like 10 items or whatever. I forgot how many items you got, and you can use anything in your arsenal with that. You got like hotkeys that will make it so you press and you drink all your potions, eat all your food or whatever.
Do you let me ask you this, did you beat this game?
Yes, I did.
You did. On the hardest difficulty?
Technically not.
Technically not. That's okay. Don't worry
because
about stuff
there's
like
mods.
that. Oh, I mean, if there's mods for it, I mean, I understand that. Well, I will tell you, as somebody who actually got back into Fallout this past year for the first time in a while, because I was a fan.
Fallout's got some great mods.
Oh, Fallout's got excellent mods. You know what? I don't actually have a PC to actually live out my fantasy of playing these mods, and I have
This
to.
shit looks actually pretty fucking dope.
What the mods
is.
for? Yeah.
No, I'm looking at Terraria.
Terraria,
Dude, this game is hard as shit, dude. There's only one other person on my my gamer tag that has played this, and do you know what his name is? His name is Tyler Schramm. All right,
Simply the
this is
best.
simply the best. All right,
Just give him his whole name.
oh, dude, don't worry. I mean, the whole world knows his name anyway.
They do.
They do. Oh shit, dude, this is what you're playing?
yeah. I've actually recently been playing a mod called.
Oh my god,
Calamity
dude, you're
mod.
playing. Dude, you're playing hardcore shit, dude.
Yeah, I've been
I-
playing the mod. It's called Calamity Mod. It makes the game like 50 times harder.
What does the mod do? Does it obviously it beefs up enemies and probably DPS like for you, and does it make like enemies easier and they just do more damage to you, or
Not at all. All the enemies are the same, except it adds like 50 new ones and 50 new bosses. All of them.
Wow, dude. I didn't realize they were modding a game like that. So it's funny you bring up, like, now that I'm seeing it, and Jared, thank you for pulling it up. And we saw the kind of visual of the game itself. Those 2D pixelated games are some of the hardest games I think I've ever played. Yeah.
Like Risk of Rain. That's another hard
And
game.
so I'm a big Castlevania fan. I don't know if you've ever played Castlevania. I didn't write that on your list. Here, I hope that's still in your wallet.
It is.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. Here.
And he just gulped that down.
Yeah, man, you got to hold that in your mouth for at least a couple of seconds.
He doesn't know how, he doesn't know
It
how to
doesn't
drink
burn
whiskey.
that bad after that.
I don't know how to really do anything. Oh my god, dude! I can't feel my teeth. They're burning. Actually. Oh my god. Did you drink this?
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. Oh my
Neat.
god. Ah, you're
Gotta drink it neat.
you're a fucking
If
psychopath.
you don't drink it neat, I mean,
It's fine that you're just a fucking psychopath. Like, I feel like I don't have to brush my teeth for like 3 days now after drinking that because
That's
it just
fair.
burned everything out of my mouth.
maybe chew a little gum.
All right, so I made a I made a list for this young man. All right, so here I'm going to read it out loud. Hold on. Of games that I would like him to play because I feel that they are foreseeably going to be beneficial to his adult life.
Did you write all that on that piece of paper?
I did because I'm
Yes.
drunk.
Jesus.
And Frank, shout out to Frank, was nice enough to give me a piece of paper and a pen. So,
That's a bad
excuse me.
side of his bill.
Yeah. So number one, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4 is a must. All right.
These are, first of all, I want to put this on record. These are his personal favorites.
Yeah, no, I explained this.
Because I
So,
guarantee Shenmue is on that list.
number 2, Shinmu 1 through 3. yeah, he's not lying. It's because it's incredible. All right. So number 3, Half-Life 1 and 2, definitely a must.
Also, not everybody likes the same style of games that you like.
I know, but I just want him to understand
Okay.
what I grew up with.
Gotcha.
Number 4, this is a super random to the left, and only a few people know, is Knights for the Sega Saturn. It's an incredible video game, and I think you'll like
How
it.
am I supposed to get a Sega Saturn though?
Yeah.
Well, you can download it on the Xbox 360 arcade, just like I did when I got all 12 achievements and had to get S rank and everything, and it was horrible, but I did.
And it took him 12 minutes.
Yeah, it. It took me about 3 days to finish it, but that's okay. And here's another little gem that nobody knows about: the Nintendo 64 Jet Force Gemini. All right, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, nobody's ever heard of that game.
Yeah. Trust me, you wish you would. All right. I got into Zelda, obviously the Ocarina of Time. He says he's played it, but you need to play the remainder of the series. We're gonna obviously throw Perfect Dark in there because nobody is more badass than Joanna Dark. Duke Nukem, because hail to the king, baby. And then Final Fantasy VII, and that is my list. There's obviously gonna be a lot more, but the reason I didn't add more to that list is because they are very common. These games are not, and these games will change your life. I promise.
don't know if they're that common these days.
Well, I agree with that. That is 100% correct. But I think certain games, it's like, oh, hey, I play Mario Kart or Mario Party or whatever. I think that's in the realm. I'm talking about a real video game, and Metal Gear Solid is the top tier of the list. Otacon. All right. So now that I've spent 45 minutes of this podcast talking,
I don't know. I feel like some of those games are. I don't know.
I know. What
Metal Gear Solid is probably the only one that I actually played that I liked.
You will not regret playing those video games. I promise you, dude. I promise you. I would never say that. I'm not a big person.
No, I want
to.
How many of them got sequels that you want them to play along? Duke, I mean, it's got a couple.
Duke's
at least 3.
Well, I think Duke Nukem 3D is the one that he needs to play. And when it comes to Final Fantasy, which is a very hit or miss.
I was gonna say there's like 80 of them.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. But 7 is a staple. But 7 also probably has one of the most impactful stories in gaming. Period. So all those games that I gave you, actually, obviously besides Duke Nukem, who's a womanizer and who doesn't like a strong, buff American man slapping ass. But regardless,
I don't like them.
But regardless.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness!
What is going on, RJ?
Nothing.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
They told me. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah. It's pretty terrible. But no, all those games have such an impactful story, and those are the games that made me realize that no matter how a video game is made, the core fundamentals of it revolve in how it is written.
That's bullshit.
It is. It is.
The writing is just half of it. If the graphics are ass and the mechanics are ass, then nah.
No.
I mean, Halo was probably 3/4 of it.
It's hard.
Halo
right?
was a really good story. That's basically what saved the last Halo was the writing of the actual story.
Oh,
you want to talk about Cortana going into rampancy, and then the Forerunners, and then the end, that is coming, and then the game ends, and then we're all sitting here like dumb motherfuckers, like, oh, give me another, and I can't wait. I hope they make Shenmue 4. If they do, I will personally die in Jared's arms. All right?
No, you won't.
I
gotta find what's the damn movie or the game? The Last of Us 2. I gotta get. Because the trailer just came out, and I want to play the game before.
I think it's very important that you do that.
I know. I think it's very important.
I think it's very important.
Because I need to know what the story is before they try to ruin it.
And do you know what's crazy, dude? So it's funny you brought that up, and you don't have social media, right?
I do.
You do? Stay away from it. It's bad for you. It gives you ass cancer. Look at me. All right, look at me. Look at me. Like, just look at me. Just not successful, and talk about my heyday and. I live with my mother. Look, you're in my house. But regardless.
Your presumption is correct.
Undisclosed location.
It's not fair. But it's all right. It's all right. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. No. First of all, I'm going to make you so... Dude, I'm going to win Mr. Universe next year, October. I'm going to be...
You said November 2nd, right?
November 4.
The little 50 push-up challenge that you try to...
November 2nd, yeah.
We tried 10 earlier, and...
Oh, no, he's not going to make it.
Couldn't keep up with that.
I told Dan about that. He was like, is he fucking crazy?
First of all, Dan is a good man, and Oh, I'm gonna prove him wrong too.
Okay.
All right.
So how many push? Wait. So you said, hold on. I want before we. You said he did 10 earlier.
No,
or tried to do 10 earlier.
So we did.
Tried.
So hold on. So we were doing squats. All right. That was different.
Well, those are those are completely different muscle groups.
Yeah. So me and him were doing 10 squats, and then he proceeded just to be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm in your house. I'm going to do push-ups." Started doing push-ups, and about 5 in, his kids started doing them. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't keep count," and I didn't want to fucking fall on the floor and start doing them myself, because apparently, according to you, I can't.
So, bro, we have it on video that you did them over here.
You know, Jared,
And it was on a podcast because I recorded it and then I put it in.
I'm on the internet failing, like I do every week here on the Mad Science of Slap podcast. And John brought me my weed pen from a year ago when we went to that Steelers game. When you were he was like, "Hey, this has been in my car the whole time." And I'm going to tell you, oh, man, this thing tastes like fucking weed, bro.
Lost that on November 12th, and I found it on February 3rd when I was cleaning out my truck. It was right in between the center console and the seat.
That explains a lot.
And I've had it ever since. I'm pretty sure it exploded a couple of times in my truck, but
that's all right. Still hits well.
It still hits well.
So even if
battery's still good,
even if I can't keep up with your 50 push-ups,
hold up. Now you're changing the rules.
No, I'm not changing the rules.
You said whoever gets the 50 push-ups first.
Yeah, that's fine. But even if I can't, which is fine, but I will, I just want you to know that I'm doing it from the love of my heart. All right?
This is why I don't let him drink before he does the show.
He's right. I'm actually absolutely horrible every time I drink before the show. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's not horrible. It's just your brain doesn't.
I am like
doesn't
everywhere.
Trigger properly.
I'm like a vacuum. I'm just like in one corner and then the next, and I don't want to hear anybody say I'm sucking it up. All right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just saying. I'm all over the place, cleaning your carpets. Religiously.
Hey man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
You know they're not
just
wrong.
A random one.
You know they're not wrong. All right, enough about me. John, welcome back to the show. I know that you kill things with your hands like bears and stuff, and you were showing.
Try.
And you were actually talking about salmon earlier, and you were like, you know what, man, dude? He was like, I wish I would have killed a salmon to bring to Jared.
I really failed. I'm not going to lie. I've got plenty in the freezer that I could have brought along.
I actually have some salmon from Alaska coming to me here in the next couple of days.
Did you order it off QVC?
No.
But this is straight from Lake Michigan. Could have got it last weekend.
I know. But either way, it's still like.
Literally.
I did. Yeah, I thought you were going to.
Yeah. Dude, this motherfucker, he took the first bite of his steak, and he was like, oh, my God. He was like, I didn't bring Jared salmon. Because they were talking to him about the salmon and shit. I was like, Jared makes a fire-ass salmon, dude. And I was like, he makes a fire-ass salmon.
Well, let's be honest. He can come up basically anytime between late May and, about now. And we can go out in the boat.
The warm months. That's when I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't do cold.
We went outside today and they started sweating bullets. Yeah. They were like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Happened? It was miserable. I got here at 5:30 this morning and it was unbelievably warm.
Well, we got that weather from the hurricane stuff.
And you were telling us driving down here or at least me, was pretty terrible. Obviously,
I've driven out here 6 times now, and this is probably the worst time.
Yeah,
for sure, was the worst time. It got to the point where I couldn't see without my brights on. Couldn't see the lines on the road.
Yeah, like when we went on the mountain.
Yeah, we got out of the tunnel.
That's not a good way to It's not a good place to not see the road as a mountain.
Yeah.
There's one mountain when I drive up to Pittsburgh to see my grandmother. There is one mountain in particular that I have to go up and go down, and I've gone up there in some pretty shitty weather in my car, and if anybody knows see my car, they're like, oh my God, you're not getting up anywhere. and I've successfully made it, but I'm gonna tell you, I cannot tell you how much fear is in me when the weather is that bad and I'm rolling around in that little old Passport sedan that I have, and it's like, I'm going up the side of a mountain
In the what?
my Passport van.
That's not. in your passport van?
Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it my passport van.
Well, okay. It's not that or a van, but
It's not a van, but it's a van to me because it's spacious.
it's not at all.
It's really not. Only like 3 people can fit in the whole thing. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
I'm living like 10 years in the past.
I'm starting to feel like you live in like this other world that the rest of us don't live in.
I try to be as kosher as you. Honestly, like just like as realistic as you. I try to be smart. I try to be artistic. I try to be ethical.
I think the word you meant autistic.
I'm very dumb. All right.
I didn't say. Whoa. You just called autistic people dumb. That's
I
crazy.
said I am very dumb. I didn't call autistic people dumb. We were not going to do that here.
He likes trains.
Yeah, I once built a train set.
That's okay. I mean, I took the test. I'm slightly autistic. Not afraid to admit it.
Well,
YouTube test.
There we go. Here, I want you to hold this pencil, sir, because your wood's bigger than all of us right now.
Wow.
It's all right. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Here.
RJ does not think before he speaks.
I don't. It's pretty terrible.
We fully apologize. YouTube, Twitch, everybody.
I think we're doing a good job, or I think I'm doing a good job. Maybe. I don't know. But what I realize is that before you got here today, Jared, is that the love.
Why are you pointing at me?
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing because reason.
Okay.
He's got 3 more pointed back at him.
Yeah, there you go. You pointing? Yeah, there you go. I like that. So, when you here, let me. It's hard not to point. I use my hands when I talk. I hate it. How do you not use your hands when you talk? It's weird when people talk. They're like, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
No.
Is it called manners? Is that what I lack?
Well, it's a couple of things. It's a lot of people who don't use their hands are, I don't know. People who practice speaking on a regular basis.
I talk every day.
No.
All right, I'm listening.
Speaking as into a audience.
Oh.
They because they have to, like I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
But I can sit here and still talk to you and not use my hands, be able and still articulate. That's what it is. You're using your whatever the connections between your hands and your brain. That's where it's coming.
Yeah,
out.
it sucks because I like right now me talking to you. Like I want to use my hands, but I'm not going to because it's terrible. Oh my
Is it
god!
all an eye contact thing?
No, it's maybe it could be. Fuck, I don't know. But I use my hands when look, I'm doing it right now. Can't help it.
Yeah, but see, you were more like aware of what we were saying when you were paying attention to your hands not moving.
I'm sure I could do it. I just don't think I'm.
Then do it.
I'm gonna do it after this show.
No, do it right now.
Right now.
I'm all right. I'm gonna talk.
There's no time other than the present.
Well, I mean, you're right, and that's why I was so happy to celebrate my birthday with you, even though you weren't here. I was like, I wish Jared was here, and then I was like, oh, sorry, I used my hand right there, and yeah, and I know you were out of town. I know you. Did you party out a little bit, Jared? Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, we partied.
So where'd you go? If that's
Huntsville. Told you where I was.
Yeah.
First of all, okay, so I need to ask this. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you say it's fine for them?
Oh yeah,
I was talking to them, not you.
Yeah, well, I'm aware. Well, they're
so,
not here
so wait a
every
minute.
day.
So I went to set up for the show the other night on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I saw one of our friends, and they were like, "So how was your trip?" And I'm like, first thing that went to my head, it was like, "How'd you know I go there? I don't talk to you. I haven't seen you. Are you putting my info out somewhere?"
No, I saw. So on Monday, which was my official birthday, I didn't really do much. I hung out with my mom, and I did go over to the place across the street, the new place across the street. And
What new place across the
I
street?
just went over to Burton's and had a beer or two.
Oh, that's not new.
Well, I know. Well, it's the new place. Yeah. Well, not even place, but regardless, I went over there.
You telling people my business? Is that what you're doing?
No. If anything, I'm fucking
shit.
propping you up. Oh man, he's pooping. He's pooping.
Breaking shit, though.
Oh, don't be breaking shit. Hold on. Oh my god.
That's going to fall over.
You gotta warn me before you.
Break shit?
Yeah. Oh, the entire thing came off.
Dude, don't worry. Here,
Sound break.
sound break. It's all right. They can still hear us.
Uh,
Honestly, we could probably put some tape on that shit and it'll be all right. But
double-sided tape. I forgot how. Oh, it was spray adhesive that was on the back of there.
you know what? You're just by looking at it, you're 100% correct.
Yeah, because I did it. Of course, I'm correct.
Yeah, well, I didn't say you weren't, But no, I'm not using your name or what you're doing. I just said, hey, Jared's out of town this weekend.
Oh, it was just weird. Like, how do you know I was out of town? Like,
No. I literally, I didn't even know where you were. Like, I knew you were in Alabama, but I didn't really know you were in Alabama. But
there's only very few places that I go on a regular basis.
yeah, dude, and you know me, I don't go anywhere. I literally just
No,
said,
I know
hey.
that, but it was just strange for someone to come to me who didn't know anything. So, I guess what I'm saying is stop putting my shit out there.
I don't put your shit out there at all. I just say, hey, Jared's not here this weekend. He's out of town having a good time away from me. That's what I tell him. That's what I tell him.
It's too much.
Come on, you gotta have my back, dude. Come on. No, it's all right. It's all right.
He's
So,
like, nah.
so, hey, what was it like coming down here, dude? Like the weather was that bad?
So I was asleep for most of it. But
Oh, that's okay, dude. No worries.
from what I saw, up to like, let's say Ohio, because that's like where I kind of woke up. Or something.
Yeah.
Up to Ohio was like really good weather. When we got to Ohio, it was shitty weather because of the hurricane that's going on.
Yeah.
Started to feel that sort of effect. It was windy all the time, but still, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But that hurricane that was going through, what I remember waking up, we were at the mountain. Dad woke me up. He's like, "Hey, wake up! We're going through the tunnel." And he's like, "We go through the tunnel." I'm like, "Oh, this is really cool." We get out, we cannot see anything in front of us.
Yeah. I've had moments like that too, where I've been in pretty severe weather and it's just pretty terrible. And then as Epic just knocks down the rest of our set, oh my God. Because that one looks okay. We're gonna have to tape the other one.
That's
out.
why I hate doing 4.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. Well, you guys are the exception. No worries.
I had to fix a thing.
Yeah, it's all right. Well,
Sorry.
hopefully it's fixed.
Well, I didn't have to go to the bathroom, so.
Man,
What were
We
you
gotta
doing?
eat.
Yeah, what? What was happening then?
just
The credit card company called me and said
Oh,
a thing.
they were like, oh yeah,
You
right.
can't order from this place. And I told them, yes, I can. And I had to fix that because we're hungry eventually.
yeah, what do you mean you can't order from this place?
Oh,
I
he's
have
out of
no idea.
state. Maybe I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
I live, 14 hours, 13 and a half hours from here. So
Yeah, but
they said I can't order from this restaurant. Then I'm like, yeah, look at the rest of the things that I've done here. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, dude, I think the level of security when it comes to like your banking information is trying to be like a little overly protective.
it
Which is not a
depends.
bad. It's not a bad thing. It's
it
not a
was
bad-
rectified. So we're still going to get our chicken parms.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, it's just weird because they'll pick and choose because I'm going through certain things with that. But, like, I won't fly and tell anybody, or I won't even tell the bank, oh, I'm going to be in San Diego this weekend. And I start racking up stuff. And they're like,
Yeah.
I never get a call from my bank. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know. It's really weird what dictates like, hey, you can spend this and hey, you can't spend that before they.
Well, no,
I know
usually
it's
they
big.
just call you just to make sure that it's you making the charge.
Which is not a bad thing, at the end of the day.
This
It's
is
like,
the first
hey.
charge I've gotten since I got here, and I've been to 3 different restaurants and multiple gas stations along the way, at least 4.
Maybe something just flagged it. Like, it's probably like an algorithm that just flagged it for whatever reason.
That's fair.
I mean, being tough is hard, dude. Being tough is.
Y'all need Jesus.
Yeah. I like that shirt, dude. I wish me and Jared would trip off acid. Before you die, we're tripping off of acid, okay? And before your presidency, all right? And for those who don't know.
How do you know I already have it?
Yeah,
I'm the president for you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very important. And we not only have Jared here, we have 2 people from someplace in America. Welcome to America, someplace, people. Make sure that when you cast your ballot in 2024, you do the right thing, the American thing. You vote Jared Lee 2024. Who the fuck cares about everybody else? We don't like you. We never will, but you're going to vote for us because you're going to vote for the other people, and you know what? They don't care about you, and they never will. Just vote for us because we're smart, and we do a podcast every week, and we don't just say things to say them, put it that way. All right.
Unless you drink before a podcast and your name is RJ.
I am fucking trash. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It's okay. I'm all right. I like being here. It's a part of my job. It's like my dignity as a man, you know. Or does that sound right? Dignity as a man? That sounds actually really creepy. Does it sound creepy?
I mean, at least we have a designated driver.
Dude, you are like the fucking Lord and Savior right now. You're like literally Jesus in a basket going down the river. All right.
We trust him.
Yeah,
He's gonna
we
get
do.
us to
Like
where we need to
I
be
just fucking met him, and he was,
safely.
and I was like, "Hey, do you play this?" And he was like, "No, because I'm not a bitch." And I was just like, "Oh shit." And it just hit me in all my feels. And then I thought of Jared. I was like, "Oh, Jared would like this," like, you know. But he was very honest with me, and honesty is always the best policy. It's like when you meet somebody. When they meet you, don't let them lead you on. Don't let them tell you that they love you. Tell them right there, then in their face, say, "Hey, I have this level KD ratio, and my dick is this big." All right?
Steady
God.
All right?
Can't say
Steady
that,
no.
Just always a reminder for, you know, the people who have no confidence.
This is going to be the last podcast from us, ladies and gentlemen, for another 3 years.
No, it's not. No, we're doing a great job. I do a great job. I swear to God. Oh, I got something special for you next week, brother. Yeah, Jared doesn't know. I know everything at all times. I'm almost like
Sounds like some dumb wrestling thing.
No, it's not. Oh, speaking of wrestling,
See?
hold on. Since I'm, just, biologically gay.
No, that's not what you are. You're just a fucking super dork.
All right.
You're a super dork. That's what you are.
Don't know. Oh, yeah, I am happy.
There you go.
Super dork.
Yeah. Have you? I know you haven't, but I'm telling you, anybody who hasn't watched the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix, please watch it. It will.
Nope.
It will actually make Jared, in the argument that he always has against me, much better. And that's no shit. It is quite.
Oh, how it's a trickle down effect? Like he's shitty, so they're all shitty too, for the most part.
No. Look, man. Professional wrestling, and I'll be very brief. In my opinion, is always going to be a form of entertainment and an art form, just like anything else. And the reason I think I followed it for so long and I'm such a fan is it still happens. Wrestling is one gigantic story, and that's why I'm a fan.
I fucking hate it.
I know you do. But the documentary is actually pretty
I really
legit.
hope it wasn't 130 that I just donated.
No, it was 10.
Okay, good.
Oh,
130?
Oh, Jesus! Don't we love you. Stop. You have a family. You got to feed people.
Oh,
This guy.
also, by the way, I don't know if nobody's listening.
Oh shit! Level 4 hype train.
Because
Oh.
Twitch is this weekend. Twitch is giving for every 5, they're also adding bonus gifteds to other people too.
Nice.
So that's why it went up.
we getting a
Wait,
lot
did
of
it
love?
say how many Twitch did or not?
Getting a lot of love.
It did say bonus, but
I like that we're getting a lot of love. That
Oh.
always makes me feel like happy.
I would you did. Oh, on there you saw a Twitch bonus or something? Because I didn't see it come through. Oh, here it is. Twitch.
I got one extra.
Twitch gave they gave 2. It's one for every 5.
Nice.
But then,
Thank you.
like, if you get to like 50, then they'll
Thanks,
start.
Twitch. I appreciate that.
So
Appreciate
so
your
not,
hard work and
not to interrupt
dedication.
you, fine, sexy gentlemen, because we like to be flamboyant here on this podcast.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with you today.
Nothing, sir. But do you know what I want to ask you?
Yeah.
Is I know that our podcast is banned in your school. Is that correct?
Correct. Little thing. It might be. Because of the age restriction. Might be that.
It might be that. What? Let me ask you this: what was it that was the determining factor that myself and presidential candidate Jared Lee were.
You're not my PR guy. Stop.
I'm trying, God damn it!
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
look,
but
I literally like wake up in the morning. I have the same
I know,
boring
but
fucking job.
you just associated me.
I
with,
talk to my fucking cat. Leave me alone.
you,
all right?
you just
Yeah,
associated me with getting content banned and educational. I'm for. First of all, hold on. As president, I will help to improve the public educational system because we are far behind. We fell behind in the 60s, and it needs to be revamped and moved forward. Not that disclaimer being said, carry on, RJ.
So to rephrase my question, what did I say to make our podcast get banned in order for my associate Jared Lee, who's running for president, which I didn't mean to intentionally make him look bad? What was it that set your peers or your superiors off that were like, you know what, we don't like that around here?
It's probably like an auto ban system because that's okay. So here's the thing that I found out. It changed this year, and from last year it was they had to block certain things. If there was like content that sounded bad or looked bad, they would have to block that. So like, say you have one bad title. It'll basically block your entire channel.
Yeah.
So it might have been just like one bad title or something, but now it just auto blocks anything that looks bad because they put in an AI system, which kind of sucks because can't do shit now.
Well, and I will say this, man. And I know you can only elaborate so much because you only know so much in this regard. But in going to school in high school in this day and age, what is it like when it comes to, like, I guess the the things that happen around the country when it comes to kids being a little unruly and doing unfortunate deeds? Like, is that like a prevalent thing? Like, is that like an everyday like lockdown system kind of thing? It's like, so when me, your dad, and Jared were in school, the one thing I can guarantee is if you didn't have a carton of chocolate milk is that you said the Pledge of Allegiance. But we live in such a world now where, when you go to school, I know a lot of parents that are kind of,
what does the chocolate milk have to do with the Pledge of Allegiance?
I'm just saying things that are guaranteed. That's all.
Oh, okay.
The guaranteed things.
You have both of those still.
You don't like chocolate milk, Jared? Come on, man.
I didn't say I didn't.
All right, just saying. But there are unfortunately a lot of things that are happening in the U.S. today when it comes to bullying and kids shooting up schools. Is there no seriously no I'm asking
I know, but be a little less blatant because this goes on YouTube.
I understand. Well, I would say so much with bullying. Is there a difference in your day since those things are kind of more prevalent? Is there something that you guys have to do on a regular basis? Or is there a system in place to where if something happens like that?
All right, so talk to me about what bullying was like during yours so I can compare it to what's during mine.
So when we were getting bullied back
Well,
in the
first
day,
of all, RJ, he got bullied a lot, so he's gonna cry.
Yeah. So I was actually bullied because I have a huge dick. So it's all right. Don't worry.
That's not why, and that's why we're banned.
Thanks.
And that's why we're banned.
And you're probably right. Actually.
Wait, did you just get what the?
What is?
Level 8.
You just gave 25 gifted subs.
Oh man, dude, we're fucking cooking right now. There we go. Oh, so bullying, whatever, you know what I mean. But what you did was it's either you talk shit back or, in Jared's opinion, and I know what Jared do, you go out and you meet him by the flagpole and you just scrap it out and be over with it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
a lot of our stuff is more. It was like in your face.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I'm older than these guys, so when I was growing up, I'm pretty sure I am.
Not by much.
Only.
How old are you?
38? I'll be 39 in a month.
I'm 45.
Jesus Christ. Where did you come from?
You got 6 years on me. That ain't that much.
It's not that much, but there was no internet when I was going to school. Like, I grew up from having no internet to having internet. So I've seen the
Late middle
whole
school.
entire progression of how this bullying stuff has gone on. But it was like face to face. If you had a problem with somebody, they're gonna bully you straight up right there. There's no going online and saying, hey.
There's no in between. If somebody had a problem with you, they would tell it to you. Either you did something about it or you didn't. And trust me, man. Like, and it's and we are not advocates of violence by any means. But that's what you had to do.
Let's
Speak
be
for yourself.
honest, the Mad Scientist Lab podcast is not an advocate of that, but
Well, we're
The
talking to
podcast
brown
is
belt
not.
in jiu-jitsu.
I, on the other hand, am because I'm anti-bully regardless. Like I'm a little guy. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. I got bullied, but at the same time, I didn't. I'm a Gen Xer, bro. Like we didn't take shit. Like, it is what it is.
I'm right behind him.
Yeah.
I was a bigger guy, and I still did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same
so,
thing.
it was just part of growing up.
Bullying is a natural part of life, but it's how you handle it. It's you know, if you want to go out and scrap with the guy, then that guy, even if you don't like him, they're gonna respect you at the end of the day, and they're gonna be like, you know what, let me stop picking on this person. I know it's not that easy for everybody because a lot of people are afraid of getting their butts kicked. Like, don't ever be afraid to lose a fight, dude. We all lose fights, like whether it's in our life or whatever it is. You gotta stand up and set your boundaries. And I know that it's different in this day and age because I know the world is a little more, or children or kids or whatever it is a little more sheltered because it's like, oh, I don't want my kids to be fighting. No, sometimes they have to go out and fight, and sometimes they have to go out and get their ass kicked because they're not going to know what it's like to be an adult unless they do.
I want to get to 10.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
This is gamify this stuff for people.
Yeah.
We gave
Twitch
5 on
is
the
at
last one.
11 now. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So
let's go Twitch.
So what is bullying
Are we
in
at
this
10?
day and age?
Nowadays is
How do I get to 10?
so thinks like with the cybers, nothing happening with that basically because to nothing.
Do kids really think that way? Like, because
I'd say some of if they're talking shit online, do nothing about it because they're not saying it straight to my face. But with you, what you said with people forget about their beef at all, like they, and it's more drawn out now. I'd say I don't know if with you, but like people would talk behind their friends would start like actually like, and if it went really doing it like outside the school grounds, they'll do it in the. It's the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Yeah,
Let's roll the school grounds.
yeah. I mean, that's very normal. But if somebody's kind of cyberbullying online, most of those people, they really don't do much, and that was what it is now. Like back in the day, all you had was, you're right. There was a thing back in the day. I don't know if this is popular, and it's like, hey man, so and so's got beef with me, and you get somebody on the third line. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they're not. I don't have many
longest
people. Oh Jesus! Really?
Yeah.
That's a long fucking phone call.
I
got to go.
Long. I've talked to where I just am on. I've got a conference call between 3 people, 7 people at a time, and we all called situation. But everybody hangs up when they're sick of it. As long as I don't lose signal.
Oh shit, dude. Oh well, fuck. I've never had one long, but no, I think with the gossip that you see online, there was like the 3-way call or somebody telling behind. It's all childish. But
they're children.
Yeah, I mean they are. We were.
Yeah.
And I think what's important to know is as long as you can grow from that instead of being petty. Don't ever, and I'm not saying you are, don't ever just grow up to be somebody that lingers on what happened a long time ago. Because I've done that.
Oh, no, I think about bullies that I stood up to all the time. And I see how chubby their wives and all their annoying-ass kids are.
Yeah,
So,
you fat bitch. Fuck you. From the Mad Scientist Lab, all right? Just giving y'all.
Hey,
yeah, no,
what do they say? Revenge
is a dish best served cold.
Revenge. No, what is it? Success is the best revenge.
It is.
So you just fucking, as soon as that somebody is whatever to you, you just push through that, get to where you got to get. Don't worry about them because they're going to be stuck somewhere because they're going to have that negative attitude their entire life. And it's going to make them.
And Jared is 100% right.
Just be nice to people. It
yeah,
ain't that
yeah,
hard.
just be nice. Because trust me, we've all, including yourself, we've all met somebody who kind of, what is the term I want to use? Like ruffles our
rubbed
feathers.
us the wrong way.
Yeah, rubbed us the wrong way. But pushing past it, look, man, you have too much of a life to live in front of you than to deal with somebody else's bullshit. But back in the day, that's how we handled things. But I know that, with the impact of social media and just everything around, I know it affects kids so much more. I mean,
I don't know. How do you know it does?
I just feel
Why don't you ask him?
Okay, let me ask him. Does social media impact bullying much more?
From when you were, of course, it does, because
yeah, we didn't have it.
way more social media influence. Like I
He's
know
calling you old.
Yes,
yeah, I know.
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Yeah,
I am calling him old.
We didn't have it at one point.
Yeah.
And then MySpace was the big thing. Oh, and Mi Gente.
Oh man, dude.
What was
my name is Ricardo, and I'm from Argentina.
That's not how that works.
That's what I did.
What was the other one? The black people one.
It was is Mi Gente. I was about to call it Black Space, but
Nah, it wasn't Black Space.
no, that sounds so fucking.
But then
terrible.
after that, then it was MySpace, and that was cool. That was cool because
it's bothering me because I used to be on that shit all the time.
everybody was.
Yeah, dude, I love me some chocolate. Dude. No, get me wrong.
Okay, relax there.
All right, let me stop. I swear I'm alone. Anyway,
Sound like you're fetishizing black women there, buddy.
I'm not fetishizing black women.
Sounds like what white men do to Asian women, fetishizing Asian women.
You know what I don't like is that they're like, hey, this white guy can't get laid, so he's got to go hang out with an Asian chick. Like, I'm not gonna.
That's okay. That was almost wow.
Yeah.
Be careful on that one, buddy.
No, I'm serious. They're like, oh, it's like, well, nobody likes you. Go date an Asian. Like, I'm not. I feel like, and that is not.
Wait, no, what?
It is. Dude, it is. Like,
bro, hold up, man. Somebody told you that?
Dude, somebody once told me, no bullshit, and this is not disrespecting anybody. Like, dude,
I know.
But somebody was like, hey, man, you know what? If you're having a hard time in life, they were like, just go date an Asian chick. And I was just like, wow. I was like, hey, look, that's cool, like to a degree, but that ain't cool, bro.
No,
like
not
at all.
If we're getting really offensive, I mean, this black dude loaded my truck on Thursday night. Last day of work I had this week.
Did you ask him to pick cotton?
No, I didn't.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Every day I pick up at this certain place, and he's like, hey, man, I just loaded that pallet into your truck. What happens when I hit that white tank or hit that green tank? You're probably going to turn pretty white. And I have had so many interactions with this guy, and he has been such a dickhead every single time. He has never laughed, ever. And he almost fell off the forklift.
Yeah.
He thought that was the funniest thing ever, that I picked up a fire extinguisher that was, 6 feet long, and he was going to turn white if he poked a hole in it.
Yeah.
He thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Well,
sometimes you just have to be real with people, because I just told him what I wasn't trying to be mean. I just you're just going to turn really white, because I am too.
Yeah.
All of us are. This entire warehouse is probably going to be full of that shit. Yeah. I've played that game before.
Well, that's why that guy is probably going to be still by your side for a long time.
That's fair.
Because as somebody, my uncle, who's a wonderful man from West Virginia, he's African American. I grew up with him, and he's still a big father figure to me to this day. But I remember, growing up as a kid, it's like, oh shit, like, my uncle's black. Like, that's so cool. Like, I was so fascinated.
Say
by
it harder next time.
Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah, harder.
Say it a little bit harder next time.
Yeah, hey, my uncle's black. You know.
Yeah.
No, but no. That was like me being, young and childish, and being like, oh, hey, this is cool. To realizing how much of a
This little toy that I can play with.
No, fuck you. That's not what I'm saying. No, but
That's not what you're saying. But I'm poking fun at it. But like sometimes you got to realize what you're saying.
I get it.
You're not aware that it's offensive, but
no, and that's what I learned to understand as I got older is because I love my uncle. He's like my second father. And I just remember being a kid, and it's like, hey, man, like, I'm, like, probably one of the only people that has, like, not only, like, the coolest uncle, but, dude, my uncle was, like, a black man from West Virginia, which is a very racist state, by the way. And he is the nicest guy in the world. He raised me. He fed me. He's the best guy in the world. And shout out to my Uncle Stanley, by the way. But no. But as I got older, I realized that it's, like, it's, as silly as it sounds, it's like, hey, I had a very good man in my life. It doesn't matter what he looks like. He could have been fucking, purple for all I care. You know what I mean? But I
had one for that. I'm gonna leave it alone.
To be fair, if you actually exploded a fire extinguisher, it comes out yellow.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. I hit a railroad track a little too hard. My seat went up. My head hit the ceiling in the semi, and I came down right on the trigger for the fire extinguisher that has to be in my semi, and my seat came down on the trigger. The little pin that you got to pull, kind of like a grenade, comes out, and the entire inside of my semi blew up as a yellow cloud. I had to pull over to the side of the highway.
Isn't that stuff bad for you?
It's really bad for you. You throw the door open and there's this cloud that goes outside. You go outside coughing.
Hey, let me ask you, since we're talking about what is the chemicals that are
I forgot
those?
what it is. It's some kind of inert.
It's more of a powder than anything.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be really bad for you.
Here, well, Jared looks that up, and I'm just going to remind all of you, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Saturday live around 6:30 p.m.-ish here on Twitch, and Monday at 9 a.m. for the visual on YouTube. I mean, what is not to like? I mean, come on. No, but to kind of take a step back, no, at the end of the day, I love my uncle. He's an incredible man. But I just always thought it was so cool to have that cultural difference. Because you get used to the same shit, like seriously. All right, so Jared's got the fire extinguishers up.
Nitrogen gas.
Let's see. Monomonohonium. Phosphate.
Phosphate
is a finely ground
yellow talcum. Oh, it looks like yellow talcum powder.
Yeah. Nitrogen gas is used for
propellant.
Because
nitrogen is inert. It won't spark or anything.
All right.
We used to have one in my shop because the howitzers used to use nitrogen for I forgot what they're fucking called, but basically they're big ass shock absorbers. So when you elevate the tube up and down, it basically counterweights so it stays up.
All right.
But then there's also nitrogen in the recoil mechanism, and then one side has hydraulic fluid and the other side has nitrogen in it. But we use nitrogen because it was inert.
Yeah.
And we had tanks of those in the shop, like huge amounts of tanks, because it took a lot to fill them up.
Dude, I want to tell you how much I am proud of you and how fucking
Why?
Well, because you're a fucking badass.
Hey,
is that okay?
I just shot big ass guns, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
all right.
Baka.
Ghost chips. Welcome to the Mad Science Society podcast. This is here in person, by the way. And if you think it ends when the camera stops rolling, you're wrong. You're wrong. I have to go upstairs and hear this motherfucker.
Oh no, it gets worse when the cameras are on.
Yeah. It's really bad. I'm surprised he hasn't shot me yet in the legs, at least.
No, because I like to keep my guns. If I just waste bullets on you, then they're gonna arrest me.
I brought these guys down here earlier to just kind of set up, and they were like, "Hey, I see you got a weight bench," and they were like, "What are these?"
That's not a weight bench, but go ahead. Continue your
Which
story.
are the things I'll do pull-ups
Yeah.
if you want.
And so Caden goes over here. He's like, "Who the fuck is lifting this?" You know. And then I sat there, and then my fucking dick went from this to that. Like,
Bro, come on, man. Come on, man.
I just let you
Like,
know.
look, this is all I gotta say.
Hey, do you know what's crazy? I encourage everybody to watch Criminal Minds. By the way,
I'm sure you do.
I do. I mean, dude,
So you can figure out how to get away with shit.
I mean, especially heinous crimes happen here. But anyway, they're both lifting it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you can't do anything with this," and I'm
not at all, bro.
Yeah, and I'm standing like under that light.
You can get ripped after like 300 reps.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm standing.
Like I was.
Yeah, they're just picking it up, and I'm over here. I'm like
18 sets of 300.
You know what's worse is they didn't even mean to insult me, but they did.
I've been insulting you about that shit.
I know, and that's what made it worse. I was standing under that light right there. And it was on. I turned it on. I was just like, well, they're lifting. I'm turning this light on.
Why you still haven't ordered the new weights?
Because here, now that we're on the show, I am going to personally make a proclamation, because I like to use that word, is that Sober October is coming, and then come November 2nd, I'm going to lose to Jared by 3 push-ups. That's it.
This
I
first,
really
it's
thought
first
he
to
was
50.
going to order more
First
of
to
those
50.
weights.
First to 50. You're going to beat me by 3. You're going to...
How? What?
First to 50.
How many can you do now?
If I had to... In a minute?
7.
Dude, we didn't say a minute. There was no time limit.
Oh, shit. If I had to guess, I mean... It just depends on...
Wait. So now you're changing the rules here.
I'm not trying to.
What are the rules?
The rules...
And what are the consequences?
Oh, the consequences. Yeah.
You forgot about that part, didn't you?
Here, put it... yeah, I did. Because normally I'm on the receiving end of all of them. But that's okay. So, put it this way. Whoever can do 50 push-ups... Well, hold on here. Let me think. Hold on. All right, here. We'll change it up just a tad. We'll say whoever can do the most in a minute and a half. So we'll say 90 seconds. All right.
So it's not 50 push-ups anymore.
Yeah. So we'll say who, because you could probably do 50. Because hold on, hear me out. Because having a number is set in your head. When you just have to do whatever the requirement is, you do better. So whoever can do the most in 90 seconds.
Okay.
Right? And Jared's
That's a little more challenging.
Yeah, and I think Jared's going to beat me by 3.
By 3?
Jared's going to beat you by like 30.
First of all,
at least 10.
I grew up an American, a real American.
Well,
your buddy Hulk Hogan was
If
on
I
the
didn't
fucking.
weigh twice as much as him, I would try. But
Well, dude, first of all, he's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu, or brown belt, brown belt. So people were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was
Depends
like, "I'm
where he
Richard.
goes.
I'm Richard J." I was like, "I'm a Steelers fan." I said, "You know who my friend is?" I said, "Jared Lee." I said, "He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He'll kick your ass." You know what they do? They give me free drinks.
And I don't think that's how that works.
It actually didn't work. I
So-
actually had to pay.
Well, we also have to make sure that you're doing the correct push-ups.
So what? So push-up is obviously all the way down to your chest, correct?
I mean, at least an inch.
Yeah. What, I'm fine with that. I have no quibbles with
And
that.
all the way up.
All the way up. Yeah, you got to lock your arms.
way-
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to lock your arms. Don't worry.
And no butts in the air, no knees on the ground.
No. I don't do that. I don't do
Chit,
that.
you're getting a present next week.
You're getting a present, Jared. Did you hear that?
No, you're talking to you.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking to me. Oh,
You're getting a
shit.
present next week.
Oh, my God. It's probably getting... Please don't let it be like a fucking baby oil dildo, dude, from fucking Diddy's parties.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
You did ask for that for Christmas last week.
I did not ask for a lube dildo for Christmas.
Okay, jeez.
All right, I did not do that.
And you wonder why you're banned in my school.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, see, this is why we like this guy. Welcome to the Mad Scientist Lab.
Oh,
Here, hit him one time, please.
That was a little late, but
Yeah, well, gave me a second to recollect myself. It's all good. It's all good. But isn't that crazy, though? Dude, this guy, so the more I look into it, and I don't really look into it, but, this shit is creepy. And it's been going on forever. And so somebody said, apparently, the reason this is happening is because he wanted to form a whole...
he wanted to buy NBC.
NBC, and he wanted to form a full political black party.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that one was a little much for me.
I can tell you right now, I don't think Diddy cared that much about black people where he wanted to do that. He cares more about the money.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree with that 100%, dude.
Let's look at the statistics. How many black people actually vote? In the last 5 presidential elections, the average has been 22%.
Yeah, it's 22%. Yep.
That's not very much. I think more of them should.
Yeah.
I think everyone should, honestly.
The thing...
get your voice heard.
The thing about it, well, that's one thing. People don't think that their voices are being heard.
That's true.
That's the reason.
22% is pathetic.
That's the
like
reason why Trump won last time, because he was getting parts of the country that didn't think they were being heard by the administrations before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is
I see so many
distrust
TikToks.
for the government.
There's so many people on TikTok and all of the social media things that are just pissed off at the world. And
that's why.
Everybody, honestly, I am. Like, what's going on in the world? I'm making 1.5 times what I was 4 years ago. And I can't save shit.
Oh, yeah, because food is expensive as a month.
Yeah, we were talking about that
We're
before.
We're just talking about food, but...
Food is expensive, bro.
Food is expensive. Fuel is expensive. Everything
Fuel's gone down a little bit.
Yeah, then
not much, but
that's
is
the
a thing.
Not unless you drive a Ford Taurus like your old man here.
And then
you're about to vote, so that shit's about to go down. It doesn't matter who's in office. So.
There's something the supply chain they're saying is about to be. Yeah. Because the port workers are about to go on strike. So it's going to affect like a lot of mostly the southern states.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, because I would feel that's where most ports are.
I
know
LA.
There's a lot of laborers.
There's a huge one in LA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laborers in that, and this is the first time that the laborers union has actually supported a Republican since whenever Reagan was in there, 86, 84, something like that?
Yeah.
A long time ago. That is the last time the laborers have ever supported a Republican. Other than that, it's been a Democrat. Everything is flipping in this election cycle. And it really has since 2008.
Yeah, I noticed. I kind of noticed that too. Like, I feel like everything's switching.
Way.
Yeah.
And that's scary. Like, to know, well, I suppose.
It just means the values of things have changed. Plus,
has it changed, or have things shifted from the right the Republicans have been on the right forever, and the liberals, the Democrat liberals are on the right from what the extremists in the party are, where they're at right now, are far too left, and they're shifting over to the right side because they don't agree with what's going on with the party.
I agree with that. Like,
and that's scary. Like,
because people who were considered in the middle are now being considered to be right.
Shit, people that are just right of Hillary Clinton are considered to the right now, and she's a way left person.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying.
So I want to ask you, Cade, what do you think?
I'm not a political person.
Good. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
They got this side.
Yeah. Keep it that way. Look,
still good to know though.
No. Jared's right. Jared's 100%. Knowing what is beneficial for you as an adult in your life, in your livelihood, and is always going to be important.
Yeah,
and you're gonna. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so you're on the right path, but being more independent on what you actually think about the government is better, so that you can see both sides. I personally see a lot on the right side. I don't see much on the left side, and when I do see things on the left side, I'm like, that's a bold-faced lie. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That
they
is
go
a
on the-
majority of what I see, and they basically just show me the extremes. They don't show me the middle. Nobody does, the right or the left. That is where we're losing right now as a whole people, not just Republicans and Democrats. Nobody shows you what in the middle is going to help everyone.
Yeah.
It's just showing what's going to show or help the extremists to get their voices heard the best.
So, I guess what we were kind of obviously you said you're not political, and please keep it that way. But at the end of the day, please, always just kind of know what's going on, because we know. Put it this way: I have been around for a little while now. Your dad and Jared included. There hasn't been a time in history where elections have made so much, have divided so much people. It's pretty terrible, because I know people on both sides, or whatever it is, and I love them dearly. And then you go out and then you meet people who are on one or the other, and they are literally batshit fucking crazy because they live and die.
They're crazy, or they're just uninformed?
Yeah, well, look, man, you can be
Could be both.
uninformed. It can be both.
Yeah, you could be.
A lot of it is
yeah.
the people that you see on your social media is they're uninformed. They don't know anything.
And they could
they don't
also
on both sides.
They could also be mentally ill. Like,
Yes.
people are forgetting that just
right.
because somebody has a popular page on TikTok or whatever doesn't mean that they don't have issues of their own.
Yeah. No.
And they just got the pretty face, or they got the whatever, and they know how to talk, but they still like we still got people.
It's all right.
He's a good person, but we still got people that come on this show and think that the earth is not a ball.
It's all right. I love him dearly.
That shit's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's all right, dude.
There's plenty of fucking evidence in everything that the earth is not flat, bro.
Let's be honest. That shit's flat. We're all going to the middle of fucking nowhere anyways.
Well, no, and as we kind of put our tinfoil hats on, shout out to Tron, by the way.
Who's
Love
the
you.
red bread? Oh, red beard. Oh,
Whoa.
his name is. I don't know why I read bread. Sorry.
Is that a
Somebody-
man that's asking?
Susie's asking.
Susie.
Oh, that's your mom.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mom?
Hi,
Welcome to
Mom.
the
Hi,
welcome to the
Grandma.
Bad Scientist Lab podcast. We're drunk. Sorry. I'm
Just
drunk.
RJ's drunk.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm
He
sorry.
is. He made sure to make that one correct.
You're doing a good job and justice by your father. Speaking of fathers,
Sounds
Darth
great.
Vader died like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Because I have a joke that I've been working on.
Oh,
All right.
I just missed James Earl Jones. That's all I'm saying.
You miss him. You haven't thought about him in fucking probably years.
What do you mean? Any time I watch,
You don't think about James Earl Jones when you hear Vader's voice.
Yes, the fuck I do. Absolutely.
Not
That's
not
like-
while you're watching the movie.
Well, dude, of course I do, because that's like watching The Fresh Prince and seeing James Avery, God rest his soul, and I ignore him. He is the most prolific, handsome man.
Okay,
I've ever
that's
met
not a
in my-
word.
Prolific.
Prolific is not a word.
Well, first of all, I'm fucking.
Prophylactic is.
I used to drink. All right.
Used to.
You still are.
That's why we.
That's
have
why
you
the
on.
hammer is
Yeah,
here.
there
We
you
got
go.
it. Yeah, we got to.
Oh man.
There
dude.
we go.
Oh my
See?
god. Oh my god.
Right there.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Right here. Do it again.
Dude, hit me one more time, brother. Go ahead. Oh, dude, I feel like Super Mario. Here we go.
Yeah, we got to figure out where to put. Oh man, that's good. What happened to those shelves that you had?
Those little shelves took me 9 hours to put together, dude.
You can
They're
hang
they're
that
like
up
this,
for, like-
dude. I'm telling you, they're like this big, and they have little frames. And I was
You can hang that up for
I was
$3.
actually at the bar last night. I
I know
left
you
work.
were. I know because you take pictures with people every time you go to the bar.
First of all, that gentleman is an
Didn't say
American
anything wrong. Just keep
No,
going.
I'm just letting you know he's a good man to me, and I've loved him for a long time.
Okay.
Regardless, so I went to the bar last night, right? And I was like, hey, I had a long day, got a promotion. They were like, yeah, cool, RJ. Hey, give us your money. You know.
You had a long day.
Yeah, I had a long day.
Where'd you go? You went to Firebirds?
No, I didn't. No, I just go to Burns, man.
That's all you went? Oh.
Yeah, that's all I do. I don't do much. I'm a very boring person.
I know.
I'm
You
actually
guys got rid of Tutor Verde.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't get rid of it.
You know what's crazy? Do you know what got rid of that place? The people.
Me?
The people got rid
No,
of that place.
I think it was.
Bringing Kessler's in? I don't know. That's what I found.
No, that place was doomed.
Yeah, it was.
And that's not
What is
personally
it now?
knocking anybody.
Well, I'll
It's
ask
not-
later.
it's not nothing.
I'll ask later.
It just happened a couple months ago.
Yeah, so it could turn into it could turn into a fucking shoe store for all we know.
Bro.
No, I think it's supposed to be another restaurant there.
Which is fine. But no, I was out last night. I had a drink or two or three, maybe four, actually five. Well, hey, some of them were free. All right, some of them were free, and you know me, I don't say no to free beer. I never will.
That's a lie.
I'm going to go ahead and say that this place around here is way better about giving out free stuff. I got a free drink. I got a free dessert for all of us.
Yeah, they got super hooked up at Mike's, bro.
I really got hooked up for being the first time at Mike's, and
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this is your buddy." They were like, "It's his first time here," and I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Yeah, we're gonna take care of him." And
I
was
really
like, "All right."
enjoyed it, but
And
it was
that's,
literally nothing but Pete's meat, but fancy.
I mean, we all love Pete's Meats here on the
Phrasing.
on the Mad Scientist Lab. Is that a local grill? Like, so but since you're saying it, is that a grilling spot or
probably
obviously
like
it's like a
Mike's.
butcher or
If
like,
you want to enjoy Pete's meat, come on out, man. I will bring you to enjoy Pete's meat, and you will enjoy Pete's meat because it is one of the most delicious things that you will ever drink or eat. Or let's be honest, it won't be drinking because he doesn't understand the concept of soda. But
yeah, it's okay.
you know,
I
the-
can't
the
wait to
food
eat
is
Pete's Meat.
fantastic.
I really can't.
Sure you can.
It literally
Yeah.
tastes like Mike's, but to the extreme.
Yeah. And while he was over there fucking chowing down, I was pounding 20 Aussie rolls because I'm fat.
You said that 3 times already.
I know, dude, but dude,
Man,
I just
had 'em
I
too.
love
They're
I love
fucking
a
phenomenal.
yeah,
That
I
place
just
is
love a
great,
buttered roll. You know.
I don't know what they do with them rolls, but those are fire.
God comes down and puts
There's
his
a
hand down and says,
specific place I think they get them at around
Well,
here.
I'm
It's
gonna
like a
have to-
local kind
Yeah.
of place.
Ship that shit out.
I think it's Harvest something.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense because I mean it's pretty much like the local staple of the area. If I had to pick any restaurant, period. I mean, you could say
Yeah, I've
the
never had
places.
anything bad there.
yeah. You're never gonna go there and be disappointed. I don't think I've ever met anybody in any capacity that says, "Hey, I went to Mike's and I didn't like it." That's fucking. If I heard that, I would think that person is fucking a weirdo or mentally ill. Man, that's what I would think. Just
Yeah.
me personally.
The fair?
I just like to be fair. But we have one very, very, very important thing to do. Before we go, it is always a pleasure to see you guys here on the 253rd episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast featuring Jared, Lee, and RJ. And I cannot thank Epic enough. Sorry, I'm
Epic
like
enough. Epinephrine.
I am
EpiPen.
I am getting diabetic here on the show.
That's not what an EpiPen is.
We tried.
Yeah, well, I'm just disrespecting everybody in every shape and form.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
We love Eddie Murphy on this show. Don't fucking forget it, all right? Epic, John, thank you very much for coming over, brother.
I
I will
love
never
being
not.
here.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I love
this
coming.
Oh,
is
wait.
fantastic.
We didn't do this one. I got to do this one. Shout out to Vader, Lord Vader.
Even though I've literally never seen any
You're like
Star
a-
Wars, period.
Okay, we have to go now.
Yeah, you're like a faith that stirs me.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Hold on, before we cut the cameras,
You're like
we've
a
got to
faith
make
that
sure that Caden, thank you so much for making the trip down here with your dad, dude. I know you're a big fan of the show.
He's got a
and
more manly handshake than you do.
I know, but I have something very special for this gentleman upstairs. I do, and that sounds fucking creepy when I say
Okay.
It
All right,
does.
so it does. We love you guys. We'll see you next week, and it's just gonna be me and Jared. It's gonna be really boring and gay.
Maybe not.
It's okay.
Oh, wait, I got a surprise
Get away
next
with
week.
it.
Okay.
I got a
well,
surprise.
that'll be next week. Thank
All
y'all.
right.
Thank
Love
you,
you
for Epic.
guys.
Thank you, Epic, for the gifts this week.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all the new followers. Follow if you just got a free gift. Please follow the channel. That way you can see when we
hit
get
500.
I just wish I would say something that doesn't come off sexually gay.
Oh, God, that was it.
Oh, that's the end of the show.
Thank
Oh my
y'all for
God.
coming out. Good
I'm
night.
sorry. Bye.
Drive fun, have safe.
Bye.
So hard you won't see nothing. Ever. Ever.
Oh my God.
Ever.
He just won't stop.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something if you haven't even tried.
The merit scientist